welcome to Competition World. Guys, this is the continuation series of the same Pathfinder series which we have covered earlier. We have covered most of the topic of geography. If you haven't watched them, you can go on to the playlist section. We have created a new playlist called NDA GAT Preparation. In that I covered most of the topic of geography which are important from examination point of view. In future also different topics from geography, history, polity, science and mathematics will be covered till your exam comes. Till 14th of November we have an aim to complete the entire Pathfinder. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and share to all your friends whoever is preparing for the examination. In this video we are continuing with the polity series. In this we are going to study borrowed features of Constitution of India. In our Constitution of India we have got a lot of features like single citizenship, parliament, president, post of the president, then Supreme Court, single citizenship. So there are different features of our Indian Constitution, and there are so many articles in the Indian Constitution. There are so many schedules and even the parts are there. So we will study the features of the Indian Constitution which we have borrowed from different country. Like we are considered as the largest democracy in entire world. Our democracy, our constitution is the lengthiest constitution in entire world, and we have a lot of article, lot of schedule, lot of parts. So we are going to study only the important features and from which country that feature is taken. So first one is from UK. UK means United Kingdom, England. From England we have taken parliamentary form of government. Parliamentary form of government means we have two houses in the parliament, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. Even in the Parliament of England they have got two houses. So in the same way, even in our parliament we have got two houses and the name is Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. And in UK case, lower house is considered as the more powerful. So similarly, which is the lower house of Indian parliament, that is Lok Sabha. So in our Indian constitution, Lok Sabha is given more power compared to Raj Sabha. That is why Prime Minister of India has to get maximum majority in Lok Sabha only to become Prime Minister, who is the head of the government and head of the country. Next post is the post of Prime Minister. Like UK has Prime Minister now as Boris Johnson. He has maximum power in UK. They have got Queen also, Maharani Elizabeth, but Queen doesn't have that much power in making the decision of that country UK. Boris Johnson is the present UK Prime Minister. So Prime Minister, the post of Prime Minister we have taken from UK. And the cabinet system of ministers. Cabinet system of minister means in our you would have studied in lower classes from polity that we have got defense minister, we have got finance minister, road and transport minister, textile minister, and different ministries are created. So this cabinet, these kind of ministries again we have borrowed from UK only. In UK also there are separate ministries for different branches. Next one is single citizenship. Single citizenship का मतलब होता है either you are citizen of entire country or you are citizen of a particular state. You will be considered as a citizen of India only. But if you talk about country like USA has got dual citizenship. Dual citizenship का मतलब होता है, the means of dual citizenship is you are given this citizenship of two different thing, like one for the central and one for the state. You know that there are 50 states in United States of America. So every citizen in UK they are having dual citizenship. Firstly they are the citizen of USA, and second they are citizen of particular state. For example, let's say this is a citizen of USA, then he will have dual citizenship. Firstly the citizen of USA, and second, for example, he is residing in the California state of USA, then second he will be the citizen of California. So but in our own constitution we have got single citizenship. Either you are citizenship of India or you are citizenship of state, you are considered as an Indian. Next point is bicameral parliament. Bicameral parliament is again similar to this parliamentary form of government, that is two houses, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. You know that bi means two, so we have got two electing body in our parliamentary system, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. So same thing is there with the Parliament of UK. So we have borrowed this feature from country of UK. Next feature is provision of speaker in Lok Sabha. Like in our Lok Sabha we have got one speaker. The speaker is the head of the lower house, that is called Lok Sabha. So in the same way, even in the UK Parliament they have got speaker of Lok Sabha, and we have borrowed the feature of speaker of Lok Sabha from UK. Next thing is Council of Ministers responsible for lower house and nominal head is president. Even Council of Minister includes cabinet minister, minister of state and minister of states as independent charge, which you have already studied in your lower classes. So Council of Minister post again we have borrowed from United Kingdom only, and nominal head of the country is President of India. These were the features which we have borrowed from United Kingdom. Next we will talk about few features which we have borrowed from the Constitution of United States of America. We have borrowed some features from United States of America also. First one is written constitution. Our constitution is written constitution which was written in the year in 1949. It took almost 2 years, 6 months and 18 days to form our constitution. So our constitution is written, constitution father of constitution is called Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So from USA we have borrowed appointment of Vice President of India. Like in our country we have got president as well as vice president also. But if you see in England does not have vice president, they have only president. So post of vice president we have borrowed from United States of America. Next thing is fundamental right. We all know that in our constitution we have got 6 fundamental right. In that 6, one is called heart and soul of the constitution, that is called right to constitutional remedies. So the feature of this fundamental right again we have borrowed from the Constitution of United States of America. Next thing is Supreme Court, head of the state is known as president, and provision of state judicial review. These are the few features which we have borrowed from United States of America. Like we have got Supreme Court as a central court in our country. Similarly USA has also got Supreme Court in their country. So we have borrowed the same feature from USA of Supreme Court. And the president is called head of the state. They are not the head of the country. Head of the state is called president. So in our country also we have post of a president who is considered as the head of the state. So same thing is there with USA. So we have borrowed that USA feature in our own Indian constitution. Next thing is provision of state and judicial review. So there are totally of 7 features which we have borrowed from United States of America. Next country is Australia. Few features which we have borrowed from Australia are firstly the concurrent list. We all know that in our constitution we have got 3 main lists and one is the residuary list. 3 main lists which include union list, state list, concurrent list, and one is residuary list. Union list means it will have complete control under the central government. State list means it will be complete control under the state government, and concurrent list means both state and the central government can make and amend this concurrent list. So both state and central government have control over the concurrent list. But nowadays with the advancement of technology, few more lists are being added, like IT. Information and technology is a new list which is being added. So the new list, these are considered as residuary list, and the power to amend or take any decision in terms of residuary list is with the central government. So it will come under mostly the central list. So from Australia we have borrowed only the concurrent list, not state list or central list, only the concurrent list. That means state and central both can take decision in subjects which are mentioned in the concurrent list. So this feature we have borrowed from Australia. Then center state relationship we have borrowed from Australia only. Center state relationship we have borrowed again from Australia. And language of the preamble, like in our preamble there are so many languages mentioned, that again we have borrowed from Australia only. So this is important point regarding the feature which we have borrowed from Australia. These three are important features which are most important for your exam point of view. Not only NDA, even if you are preparing for CDS, AFCAT, UPSC, this topic is most important and highly demanded topic of UPSC examination. Next feature which we have borrowed from USSR. USSR is called as Russia now. After the disintegration of USSR into 15 countries, after the Cold War in the year 1991, now the USSR is called Russia. So from USSR we have borrowed a 5-year plan. We have got a 5-year plan in our constitution, which you will study in detail in economics. Next thing is fundamental duties. So there are around 14 fundamental duties which we have borrowed from constitution of USSR. We borrowed this constitution before 1991. That time Russia was called as USSR, so we write it as USSR only. But in option, if you are getting Russia instead of USSR, then you have to tick Russia only. But if you get both USSR and Russia in your option, then in that case the correct answer will be USSR, because we borrowed this constitution before 1991. That time Russia was USSR, and the feature is fundamental duties and 5-year plan. Fundamental duties is from USSR and fundamental right is from USA. So these both, please don't get confused in fundamental right and fundamental duty. Fundamental right is USA and fundamental duty is USSR. Next thing is from the Constitution of Germany. From the Constitution of Germany we have borrowed the provision of emergency provision. Like president has the power to declare emergency in any of the state. That emergency provision we have borrowed from the country of Germany. Like it is called national emergency, financial emergency and constitutional emergency. There are 3 kind of emergency in our constitution. And national emergency, it is mentioned under article 352, and financial emergency it is mentioned under article 356, and constitutional emergency it is mentioned under article 360 of our Indian constitution. So emergency provision in the constitution we have borrowed from country of Germany. This is again very much important. And if they ask you type of emergency, one is national, financial, constitutional. National is 352. Article 352 talk about national emergency. Financial emergency is 356, and constitutional emergency is article 360. So all of you have got clear cut idea of the features which we have borrowed from Germany. Next feature we have borrowed from country of Japan. From Japan we have borrowed law on which Supreme Court function. So the functioning of Supreme Court, the rules and regulations of Supreme Court, the articles of Supreme Court we have borrowed from country of Japan. This also you have to remember. Next thing is from the country of Canada. From Canada we have borrowed federal system and residuary power. Just now I talked about residuary list, and from federal system includes, like you have got central, state and local. Federal system of India is divided into 3 parts. They are central, state and local government. Central government is headed by the Prime Minister, state government is headed by the Chief Minister, and local government is headed by the Panchayat head. So these form of government, the power of country has to be divided into three form: central government, state government, and local self government. So this is called federal system of government, and this federal system we have borrowed from Canada only. Next thing is residuary power. Residuary power means, I explained you, for example, any new list like IT is added to the constitution, then it will come under residuary power. And who has the power to amend residuary powers in the constitution? The answer is central government. So residuary power vests with central government of India. So residuary power and federal system of government both we have borrowed from Canada. Next thing is procedure of constitutional amendment. In our constitution we have seen a lot of amendment. Around 104 amendments are there till now in our constitution. Important amendments. I will take the important amendments in future classes. Also you can stay tuned with this channel. In future I will take what is amendment, what are the kind of amendment, how constitution can be amended, what are the procedure for the amendment, and when in our constitution amendment has taken place. A total of 104 times our constitution has been amended. Important amendment is 42nd Amendment Act, which took place in the year 1976. So the important amendment is 42nd Amendment Act, which took place in the year 1976. And the important thing was that ideals like socialist, secular, and integrity, these 3 points, these 3 features of socialist, secular, and integrity were added into the preamble of our Indian constitution. This was from 42nd Amendment Act 1976. And one more name is given to this 42nd Amendment Act. 42nd Amendment is also called Mini Constitution of India. Mini Constitution of India. So this provision of constitutional amendment we have borrowed from country of South Africa. South Africa also has a process of amending any constitution. In the same way we can also amend our constitution if necessary by seeing the majority in the parliament. Both Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha has to agree if any amendment takes place. This has also appeared in the previous year question paper, that procedure of amendment we have taken from which of the following country. Next is very important and the last feature in our Indian constitution which we have borrowed from Ireland, that is Directive Principle of State Policy. In short it is called DPSP. DPSP means Directive Principle of State Policy. DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy. This feature we have borrowed from Ireland. This is a highly repetitive question in NDA examination. Not only in NDA, even in SSC, even in the CDS, AFCAT, this DPSP comes almost in all of the examination. So the principle of directive principle of the state policy we have borrowed from country of Ireland, and this Ireland has borrowed from Spain. This directive principle of the state originated in this country of Spain. After Spain, this Ireland got the same directive principle of state policy borrowed. Similarly, we borrowed, India, country of India borrowed this directive principle of state policy not from Spain but from Ireland. Ireland, this country name is very important in terms of directive principle of the state policy. But if in question it is asked from which country Ireland borrowed the directive principle of the state policy, then in that case it will be Spain. So this was the end of the video. I hope all of you have understood and got a clear-cut idea about important features which are mentioned in the Indian Constitution, and this is a highly demanded topic. Please share this video to all the NDA aspirants because they don't miss at least 2 questions in the polity. 2 questions in the polity are asked from this topic. A total of around 10 questions if it is appearing in the polity. 2 will be from important feature only. So this was the update regarding the important features. If you want the PDF of the Pathfinder book, which I have made the PDF, you can join the telegram link which is given in the description of this video. Please comment in the comment section about the feedback of the video, and also comment which topic you want in future, so that I can be prepared and bring those videos for you. So thank you friends for tuning till the end. Jai Hind.